Jack took his young family in 1966 to Thailand, of all places, because he wanted to make a difference. They had 3 young children, one on the way. They boarded a ship, took them 3 months to get to Japan, then from Japan they took a short flight over to Thailand to arrive in a very, very different world. From South Louisiana, where Glad, his wife, had grown up, and from St. Louis, where Jack had grown up. They went to work studying Thai for 2 years, which is a very difficult language, by the way. They learned the language as much as they could, and then they went out to an assignment out in a place called Rayong. Rayong is a town about 2 hours outside of Bangkok. Now, yes, the Vietnam War was going on during this time, okay? Not a great time to be in Southeast Asia. In fact, in Rayong, they found themselves 30 minutes from Utapao Air Force Base, which was a B-52 base. So they would take their kids to the base. GIs treated them with great deference because their kids were at home. It was a wonderful experience. Jack goes out and starts discovering the territory, and he finds way out on one of his drives, deep out, this rubber plantation. And at this rubber plantation, they had a major problem because there was no school for the children. So Jack goes and gets some of the Seabees and some of the Air Force people, and they go out on a couple of weekends and they build a school. That school is still there to this day. In fact, he heard later from a very wealthy Thai gentleman that he had actually gone to that school, that started his education, and he was able to be very successful in business, and now he is giving back into that village. Jack started teaching the head of the little bitty prison in Rayong English. The organization he was with said, "Stop that. That's not what you came out here for. You didn't come out here to teach dignitary and officials English." But he kept doing it. When that man went on to become the head of all, second in command of all prisons in Thailand, Jack called on him, Ajahn Wijit, and he said, "Hey, I'd like to start some work. Thai prisons are not the place that you want to be. Let's just put it that way, okay? They're pretty rough." He said, "I want to go in and I want to bring some light into the darkness." The guy said, "Here's a letter signed by me. There isn't a prison out here that won't give you access and let you in with me signing this piece of paper." So he starts going into the prisons. Years later, he would turn that over to another person, Ajahn Suntorn. Ajahn Suntorn has a big team. They're in 50 prisons every month, and they take care of 30 to 50 children of prisoners because otherwise they would be on the streets. The work lives on. Did all sorts of incredible things. In fact, there's a building in Bangkok with Jack and Glad's name on it because of the profound impact they had and the many, many lives that they changed and the people that they had this impact on. Today, Jack is 84. Jack had a stroke in December last year, went to the hospital, and then ended up at a rehab center, beginning to do rehab. Glad visits him every day. It's an ideal situation, lives a mile away, is able to go and spend time with him and just, help ease his life. There's a profound experience there. The people who play volleyball with balloons with him and sing songs and have exercise classes where they're going around and people are, "Okay, what do you want to do?" And people are picking, "Let's do the toe lift." And that ends that session with that joyful, they all turned to the person to the left and said, "I love you, I love you, I love you." Joyful experience. The people who wheel him down to have his meals. The people who make him laugh and smile in the hallway because they cut up with him and they joke about him. The people that clean him when he's messed himself. They don't know that story about Jack for the most part. They don't know that Jack. But Jack's a hero, and now he's surrounded by heroes. Y'all are dealing with many Jacks on a regular basis, some better off than others. You think your work doesn't matter? It matters. It matters to Jack, it matters to all the Jacks, and it sure as heck matters to me. I've never told this story before, but I thought it was appropriate for this group because that's my father. And And I can't say thank you enough for the work that you're doing for all the Jack Martins of the world. You don't think being one matters? It matters. Because when balls get dropped, things doesn't happen, people in the room suffer, people that are being cared for suffer. I want you to walk away from this event energized and excited about taking this company to the very next levels, because there's a lot of people counting on you to do that. Thank you.